Hey everybody, Darren Slaughter here with DarrenSlaughter.com. I want to talk a little bit about social media and blogging, how they interrelate, and how you use them to become an expert at what you do, and how it helps you position yourself against your competition that just does advertising. Okay, so with blogging and social media, it gives you the ability over time, it's going to take time, to position yourself as an expert in your particular vertical. If you're a window guy, a siding guy, a plumber, whatever you happen to be, if you put out enough content and if you share enough experiences and you help enough people, you'll become an expert in your field. Not that you aren't already, but I'm talking about positioning yourself online in order to be able to generate leads, because that's where the important part comes in. As you become more and more known online through social media and blogging on your own site as an expert in what you do, what you wind up doing is as people come online to search for you, they'll find your material. And now imagine what happens when you get positioned up against some other schlocker out there who's doing nothing but trying to sell people something with advertising. Who would you buy from? Would you buy something from someone who you look at and can tell is an absolute expert at what they do without them having to say it that they're an expert, with a couple hundred blog posts or great content or great feedback on, say, Facebook or Twitter? Again, remember, leading all of that back to your primary site, but nonetheless you're out there with different feelers out there in the marketplace, and you're answering all the questions you can, and you're positioning your brand as the go-to resource in your area for what you do. Now, position that up against somebody that just sends out a tweet, need a basement refinished, call Bob's Basements at whatever. Imagine, who do you think people are going to pick up the phone and call? They're going to call the guy that has the great content, whether it be on your website, whether it be on Facebook, at this point, I talk a lot about Facebook pages and things like that. At this point, that's not my point here. My point here is you have to be known as the go-to person for that particular vertical online, because that's where people are going, right? I mean, we know what the usage rates are for yellow pages and print and things like that. People are going online. They're going online to ask questions, to find out reviews and things like that. So when you can be that expert and you can position yourself as an expert up against some guy who's just on there doing maybe pay-per-click advertising, or maybe his website content is all it's all salesy, and there's no learning, there's nothing that consumers can learn from it. It's just there to sell. They're going to get turned off by that, and they're going to come back to who they regard as the expert. Understand, people have to feel comfortable with you first. So if you come off as a knowledgeable person or company who is going to do the right thing by them versus somebody who's just selling them something, more times than not, you have the opportunity to at least get your foot in the door, get a bid in, and see if you can win the business. So position yourself as the expert by positioning yourself as the expert will always help you against the guy who's just out there trying to sell something. So consider that next time you write a post or rewrite your content for your website, or even write an ad for your offline advertising. So that's it. Have a good day.